Greetings, this is Mr. Garwood with our continuing video series on Calculus 2nd edition by Briggs, Cochran, and Gillette. I am going to show you the absolute worst derivative you have ever seen, and I'm going to show you how easy it is by using the rules that we're developing here in section 3.3. So I have f of x is this quintic function. It has a power of 5. It has a degree of 5. It is huge. There are 6 terms with horrific coefficients everywhere. There's pluses, there's minuses. It's terrible. And Mr. Garwood wants me to find the derivative of it. Oh no, whatever shall I do? Check this out. I'm going to break this up into pieces. And I'm going to show you right now the really long step way. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do it the way that I see it because I've practiced this. Okay? So the sum rule, which was theorem 3.5 in your book, the sum rule says that this is just the derivative of the first term plus the derivative of the second term plus the derivative of the third term plus the derivative of this term. Actually, I should say plus and put a negative in there. Plus the derivative of this term, plus the derivative of this term. Now, sum rule says I can do that. The constant multiplication rule says that I can do this. That's 7 times the derivative x to the 5th plus 8 times the derivative x to the 4th plus 5 times the derivative x cubed minus 16 times the derivative x squared minus 8 the derivative of x, and the derivative of 5 is 0. Constants have a derivative that are 0. Now, chain rule, or not chain rule, Lord, that one's coming. Power rule. The derivative of x to the 5th, 7 times 5x to the 4th, plus 8 times 4x cubed, plus 5 times 3x squared, minus 16 times 2x, minus 8 times, that's 0, or that's 1. Because that is now x to the 0, which is 1. So let's actually write this. That's times 1, x to the 0. Well, 7 times 5 is 35. X to the 4th, 32x cubed, 15x squared, minus 32x, minus 8. That's it. I'm done. Whoop. That's 3.3. Instead of this stuff, lots of limits and evaluating that was to get you to understand where this stuff comes from. But at the end of the day, this is how mathematicians take derivatives. This is it. This is straightforward. This is clean. This is easy. Now, promise you I'd show you how I did it. This is a shorthand. This is how I've learned to do it. So let me copy this horrific function. All right, here we go. Derivative of f with respect to x. You ready? 7 times 5 is 35, x to the 5 minus 1. 4 times 8 is 32, 1 less than 4. 3 times 5 is 15, 3 minus 1 is 2. Negative 16 times 2 is negative 32, 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 times 8, so that's minus 8, that's a 1. Derivative of 5 is 0. Done. You can do this too. The power rule makes this all possible. It's fantastic. Then we take the sum rule, and then we take The constant multiplication rule. Constant has an S in it. Hashtag math teacher. You take those three things together, and differentiating any derivative is really, really easy. I hope you found this video useful. Good luck as our semester continues.